I'm doing my opinion, my review on the case study about Glenna. The first part of the case study, we watched a video called Lessons from a Mental Hospital. At this point, Glenna was given a little background on herself and her addictions. She stated that at 8 years old, she was already feeling stress and anxiety, and that she was bulimic, which I thought was kind of wow for an 8-year old. I thought this was probably a learned behavior. She saw someone in the home doing this, or someone, a neighbor, a friend, but it never really stated in the first part of the case study how or why she picked up this habit. This just that she was stressed and thought the other girls in school dressed better than her, were cooler than she was, which is still odd for me for an 8-year-old. And she also stated at that time and throughout her teen years that she felt as if she couldn't express herself or express her feelings, which made me think she didn't grow up in a loving household where she felt she had to hold all her feelings in, or she didn't have anyone to talk to. But she stated when she was 16 and in high school, she finally did reach out for help, and she got committed to a mental hospital. She said that for the first time in her life at the mental hospital, she felt free, she felt comfortable talking to people that were in similar situations as her. She felt safe. That was her safe haven. But for me, I don't think the mental hospital really benefited her, because she said she did go graduate high school and went on to college, but when she went to college, she started drinking excessively, using drugs, and still was purging and binging. So I don't think her stay at the mental hospital gave her the coping skills that she needed at that time to survive, to not relapse. But still yet, I feel something is still missing from this case study, even as I went through to review the other areas of the case study, such as meeting G and begin again, and for Maggie who lost her lobster. I feel that the information, the sharing of the videos and the blog is wonderful. I feel that she's reaching a lot of people. She's helping a lot of people. But yet, I just feel like the underlying reason for her addiction is missing. I know she stated she has been in recovery for 11 years, but I'm just missing something from this case study. I want to know what triggered that 8-year-old girl to feel stress, to feel as she had to eat and purge, and just become bulimic. To me, something is missing. There had to be something that triggered that. And from doing this, she kept stating that Glenna kept saying she felt that she was just overly sensitive. So I did Google if there was such a thing as overly sensitive people, and yes, there was something I saw called hypersensitivity, but from the research articles I read online, they said that this was not considered a disorder, but maybe it could be something genetic. So, which led me to think that the best theories I would use if I was able to treat that 8-year-old would have been cognitive and genetic theory. I would have liked to dig a little deeper and find the root cause of the issue, the underlying cause. But I also would have liked to teach Glenna at an early age, even when she entered a mental hospital. I feel like she didn't learn the coping skills she needed to go out into the world. She didn't discover how her feelings her thoughts all played a major role in her addiction. Now, I don't think choice theory, I think that would been that theory would not have been helpful for her, being that this started at 8 years old. And although I know everyone has a choice, I feel like 8 years old, you didn't actually have the choice. You constantly made that choice to start binging and purging. I still think there's something missing from this. And I would like to know what triggered that little 8-year-old to have such a low self-esteem. And even further on in the video, she stated that her family was great, and it confused her even more as to why she was having these issues with binging and purging and addiction to drugs, alcohol, loose sex. But there's a missing element here, and I would like to know what that missing element is. However, I guess I would have to dig deeper into her story to find out what that was. But my theories of choice would be cognitive and genetic theories, since there is research on such a thing as hypersensitive, a hypersensitive person, and it's usually something in the genetics that cause this. Well, those are my thoughts and opinions on the case.